say that whatever you attract and think about, that you shall become. From the law of attraction, act like what you want to be, and you shall achieve it. I see myself one day being like Neil Patel.
Look how I look, guys. I'm like a sunflower without the petals. This video is gonna be very hard to watch because I'm gonna be like this the whole time. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm bald, get used to it, but hell, you guys have to admit, this fucking guy, Neil, is in the same space as I'm in, and I look so much like the fucking nigga. What the hell? I had to do it. What's up, guys? Today's video is gonna be a little ranty and one of those videos where I had a talk with a friend of mine. Let's get on with it. Okay, so last night I visited a friend of mine. Okay, he lives in Brooklyn. That's in as you know, I live in uptown New York. It's like about an hour drive, and so my friend was a little upset, okay, with me that, you know, you only live an hour away, you barely come see me, just talking about some things. But then he brought his tone down and he said something that is worth making a video about. So he told me that, dude, I know what you're doing. I know you're being productive, meditating, exercising, staying healthy. But I feel as though you're going a little too uptight. You know, you're not even smoking weed sometimes. You don't even go out for a drink. You barely come chill with us. We're, partying like 3-4 times a week. You could join us at least once a month. I'm not talking about you have to take ecstasy pills or something. Just have a drink, chill, live a little, man. We're young. We're gonna have all the time to make money when we're older. These times are not gonna come back. And even in business, man, clients, sometimes you gotta be social, meet people, network, go to a bar, have a drink, and so on. Point well taken. Very well taken. I understand where my friend was coming from. I am very uptight. Very uptight. Probably a lot more uptight than I need to be. With my diet, with what I drink, clean water. I barely drink soda. A lot of it is my personality, to be honest. I was never a big soda drinker, so it's not like I gave up a lot of things, but I did come a long way from, let's say, high school to now, right? And certain things are very uptight, like I barely eat outside food, greasy fast food. I never eat it anymore. I'm trying to place this. I didn't really think about how I'm gonna put this video because I had a long talk with him, but I'm going to keep it as real as possible, as usual, right? And it may not be what you guys want to hear, either from somebody who went from a drugs background or somebody who stayed sober your whole life, right? And this is the complete truth. I get it. We are young right now, 24, 25 years old. Living in New York City doesn't really get better than this in some ways, right? If you're making even decent amount of money, 20, 30K, and you're young, you're free, you're living in New York City, you're one of the best circumstances the world can, bring, pretty much, right? Like, you gotta admit it to yourself. Like, you get some quality coke, get into some social groups, beautiful girls, go out, party. It's fucking good life, and it's the life my friend is living. and it's a life that a lot of other people choose to live at this age. You know, you get out of college and you sort of continue. You have a job, you're making some money now, especially if you're making some money. You know, let's say you get a decent job around here, making 40, 50K. Damn, man, like, what else? Why would you let go of that lifestyle for being completely sober? And the answer goes so deep, I'm sure, within me, because I've been at the journey for over 3 years. There's only so much I can put in one video, right? But instead of putting the strongest points I have, okay, because I have very strong points of why I'm not gonna fucking snort some coke, I'm gonna put the most meh ones. That's what I want to call it. It's just that, whatever you want to call that. And it goes something like this. So what am I doing now? I am trying to grow an online business, right? Not an online business. I'm trying to provide leads and business for small businesses around me here, and potentially, as I see myself, 1 to 2 years, I'll have about 25 to 30 accounts, 25 to 30 clients, mostly in the United States, maybe some in UK, and maybe some even in Asia, who I'm doing search engine optimization for, and they're paying me monthly from anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500. 2 years from now, that's where I'm at. I'll have about 4 salespeople who are calling commission-based, and 2 VAs, virtual assistants, who are doing all the nitty-gritty work from Indonesia or even my country, Bangladesh. 5 years from now, I wish to put this in a step-by-step system that applies to that time, and that can be done from my country, because that's one of my things that I want to really do for my country. Is a lot of people just don't have any opportunity at all. I don't want to get into that right now, but if you have just Google third world countries, there's no such thing as even minimum wage, right? If you're somebody my age, you have no fucking choice to but sit at home and just like rip your hair out. Like, what the fuck do I do? So I want to be able to do that for the long term. That's where I'm at. Why would I want to do this? I can get into my strong points that I just fucking actually love it. Finally, something I enjoy doing, the ups and the downs. Critical point right there, I will get to later on in this video. But more importantly, the worldly things I can get, the ones that can be fulfilling is, let's say I go and finally provide for my mom. She won't have to take more from my dad anymore. They don't have a good relationship. And me being able to cut that off, because the only thing that holds them is the money, me be able to just provide her with that will free her from that abusive relationship. That's 1. 2, provide for my brothers. Even though they have more than enough now, I want to be able to give them a lifestyle where they have a lot more freedom to do whatever they want. So I just would love to do that. I don't know, I just want to see them like spoiled. I just want to give them everything I can. That's 1. That's 2. And then also help out my extended family. Where I come from, my mom is known to help out a lot of people, like all the way down to my extended whole family. Anybody who was even related blood-wise to me and my mom, she sends them checks every month pretty much, and pays their bills, helps them out. And I want to be able to do that to an even further level, not to show off or anything, but just to kind of hold her legacy, right? It's what she does. She has been doing it for 2 decades, and I want to be able to come back and kind of put a standpoint that yes, her elder son is back to do that. Now, why am I telling you guys all this? I have these dreams, agencies growing that I'm enjoying, and then provide for my family and extended family and then friends, and obviously all the other things that I can get for myself later on, like a fucking Nissan GTR, spend my dream car, maybe own condos in the largest cities around the world. All the things, okay, let's say it all comes true, okay? I have strong will and faith that a lot of it will, but let's say once I get it, The next statement is as true as it can, and it will be very, it may piss off people. All this combined together will never equate to a single night of quality MDMA. I admit it. It's completely true. Snorting a single line of MDMA, how you feel your blood pumping with that feeling will, it's not measurable. It's not even a fair comparison. Nothing in the sober life will ever be that good. Nothing can just buy it. Whatever I make, all my successes come true, my family's fucking super balling, I'm doing everything all I can, it will never even be an hour of the initial onset when that drug hits. You see, you'd imagine that I would say, since I came from a lifestyle who did this from age 14 and finally stopped at age 20, that, oh, I was so lost and stupid, which I was. I just regret it, and or like something like, it was just stupid. I'm so good that I'm clean now. I wish I never done it. But it's not true. Not only I would do it again if I was to go back, but I actually think it's one of the most powerful like life experiences you can have. It's through drugs. Take high quality of certain Schedule 1 drugs, maybe even mix a few, and you are bound to have experiences that transcend literally beyond your body, right? And I get it. Success and hard work can never equal to that kind of explosive euphoria. Get the message? All right. Having that said, why would I, if you think about it, why would I, having lived that life, completely let go of all of it? Why the hell? Well, first of all, I can't handle it. Okay? Try to imagine what my week would look like from what I do now. I'm not like, my lifestyle is not like my friend. By that I mean, I'm not, taking drugs and stuff, but I'm not working an hour a day. I'm working most of my day. He's going to school, he chills, he makes some calls here and makes sure everything's okay, right? He opens accounts, right? His lifestyle is different. His family has a $80 million business back home. Not the point I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to say is, having the personality that I have, if I was to try to work hard in the week, wake up 7, 8 a.m., work all the way through, making my calls, sales, getting all this together, and at the end of the week, I'm snorting coke, the feelings and thoughts I'm going to have on while I'm in the club partying with that shit, I will never be able to come back to how I'm working now. I just can't do it. Maybe I don't have the balls, maybe I'm just a pussy. I see guys, they always talk about it. Wall Street is where, you fucking do drugs and you make money. I can't do it. I'm not that much of a boss. It's really hard to balance for me because drugs for me are so good. Music that I listen to while I'm rolling on ecstasy feels so good that I would be willing to give up everything. Anything. What people think about me, my future, sex, to have that moment 1 minute longer, one more song, right? And that's just the truth. It's just too good for me to handle. That's one. That's the first reason. The second reason is the crashes. You see, as high as you go, anybody who takes quality drugs knows this, the crash will be equally, if not greater, right? I used to go into fevers for 3 days after rolling about for one night. I used to get shivers. I still do. Watch this. This is a permanent effect of overdosing on MDMA. and I think it's lifetime. It's been 5 years, 4 years or so. It doesn't stop, and I can show you actually 3 or 4 of symptoms like this that are similar to people who have overdosed on MDMA and things like that. I lived the fucking life. I did it, and I'm saying this from experience that there's certain people who can't balance it, and I'm one of them, right? I have a few friends who are doing well, and they smoke weed, and they do it fine. It doesn't even bother them. In fact, a lot of my friends, they need weed to do what they do. I have a friend who's in acting, and he smokes weed all the time. It keeps him creative, right? But that's just weed, right? It doesn't really count as a drug to me. What I'm trying to say is, the first point I really want to make this point that they are really that good, okay? And secondly, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the crashes. Fuck, how did I get out of this? Well, as high as the crashes are, that's how low. I mean, as high as the euphoria is, that's how low the crashes will be, and they're very harsh. And I was getting to the point where, some nights I thought I'm gonna die, right? I don't want to make this video too emotional or something, but I'm talking about times where I was thinking I'm invincible. Right now, something happens, I get a cold, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. That's me now. I'm very paranoid. I'm very sensitive to everything, right? I want to be a top-notch health freak, pinpoint meditation, bing star thing, and that's the only way I function now. But back then, I used to think I'm invincible, and even then, there were sometimes I thought it's the end because my heart just, the functions in my body was just giving up. Like I said, I don't want to get into it too much, but you guys all know that shit. Oh, what can happen if you overdose on MDMA and you can, death is near. All that shit is common sense, but that's not what I'm trying to get to. What I'm trying to get to is the lifestyle that's gonna bring, right? When you take drugs that are so good, it's gonna be such up and such down, and it's completely another realm from the entrepreneur up down. Entrepreneur up down is different in one major way, and it may be one reason to consider giving away all fucking drugs for. And that is this. After I've been at this journey of making money, I used to sell life insurance. I quit that. I saw myself at being somewhere making 300K in a couple of years, but I let go of that for the freedom that I'm gonna have with the lifestyle that this business brings, for whatever, not just traveling around, but just being able to do whatever the fuck I want, turn off my phone and live like a month in a cave. I can do that shit once I'm successful in this life, right? I made a video about why I'm transitioning to this kind of lifestyle. But what I'm trying to get to is, when you're